Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So today we're going to be learning how to build this Chinese schooner, schooner rig, junk. So it's a Chinese junk, but it's a schooner rig or schooner sail plan or whatever you want to call it. Very, very similar to a ketch as well. I've got a ketch tutorial either already up or coming up. I don't know what order I've actually edited these in. We're recording them all on the same day, but the sails are exactly the same for both of those. So if you've already built the ketch, then you can actually copy and paste the sails onto this one, or vice versa as well, depending on when I put them out. So that might actually save you guys a bit of a bother if you've copied them. If not, if you're doing it on console versions, unfortunately doing it by hand is pretty much your only option. But yeah, it's using the Conquest texture pack, or at least that's what I'm doing, which gives me these extras like the nets. But if you don't have those, it's still 100%, console friendly. It's absolutely fine on console. So, you won't have any problems at all. We're building this one. It's just a different thing. We do have a couple of extras like the red wood, nets, barrels and things. So a lot more to do with interiors rather than exterior blocks, and also different trapdoors, which add a lot of detail. Cool fancy carpets and things. There's just a lot in the Conquest, so I do advise that. But if you got default texture pack, or if you got another texture pack, it will still completely work. You'll just have to, do your own interiors. But I will be doing a quick walkthrough now to show you guys what I've done. But I will be doing a full walkthrough near the end of the video, or at the end of the video, if I don't forget to do it, to actually show you guys. So yeah, as I said, you can do it in default. I'll show it to you guys at the end of this little intro section. But first, how big is the actual ship? It is a total of 26 blocks long, it's 9 blocks wide, and it's a total of 25 blocks high. Also, if you guys do use this on a map or server, please do give me credit. Just easiest way to do it, grab a sign, shove a sign up like here, and just say, original design, or not that, design by Lord Daka. That really helps, because then when people do see it on servers and things, I mean, you could also just put, built by Bob. It might have been Bob that built it, or Bon, in the case of my bad spelling. So maybe it's built by Bon, but original design. What that does is it really helps me out. When people see it and they actually check out my channel, it gets more views. If things get more views, I do more of them. If it doesn't get viewed, I won't do them. It's that simple. So, pretty cool. Anyway, what I've actually got, this is mainly like fishing, I guess, but it's also a bit of a merchant ship. It's got a lot of crates of goods. So we've got the wheel, quite a nice little detailed back piece here as well. There's some smoke coming out of it, as you probably noticed, and it's wrapping around the mast. I thought that was kind of cool. Got the actual notes here. It's very similar to the ketch, and also the cat rig, which the cat rig's over there. That's the simple little one in the design, I guess. Got some stairs here that actually wrap around. I think this is kind of cool, to actually have them wrap around like that. Simple little cabin, pretty nice and easy. A couple of fish hanging up, and a couple of little bits and bobs, a little cooker and a little seat here. Nothing too fancy though. Very, very simple kind of look. We've also got this really cool little area here where you can actually see down. So I'll make sure to tell you guys how to do that. In the actual hold itself, it is separate. You can't get to it from that bit because there isn't enough space. We've got fish and crates and more fish. So there's lots and lots of little bits and pieces, a little bit of grain as well. So really simple stuff, and then that just goes over to the front. I don't know why I've got a lid on that, actually. That doesn't make any sense. So there we go. Got those. That's it. It is really, really simple. Yeah, you're going to hate me for these sails. So the rest of the ship will be really easy. So if we just quickly, I'm just going to fly over to the other side quickly. There we go. I'm just going to switch over to default to show you guys it in that. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the default texture pack. So you can see that the kind of wood is orange instead of it being red. For Conquest, if you have it in a birch forest biome, it will go red if you have Optifine. And you also notice that all of these just turn into cobwebs. So there's a lot of cobwebs. So that's why the interior stuff, it depends on texture pack, and obviously because I use Conquest heavily, I use it for that. So you'll notice also these yellow carpets are, they're usually like net on the floor for this type of thing. But, it's still completely doable, 100%. Also doable in survival, but it'll take you a while in survival to get all the acacia and all the dark oak especially. And the ton of wool, like the stack and a bit of wool. I don't put the materials in my descriptions because it's just too many. But in terms of where we are under water, you'll see that you've got like one layer of this dark, and then there's just a couple layers underneath. There's actually 3 layers, I think. I think these are slabs. Nope, they're not slabs. I haven't done that on this one. But yeah, it's only a few down, so I'll actually show you guys that, but I'm going to be building it on flat. But that's what it looks like in default still. It's pretty cool and snazzy. Anyway, let's get on to the tutorial. Okay, and now for the actual tutorial part of it. So, where I'm going to be building this one, and also why I'm putting it on the ground. Main reason I build it on grass is because it just makes it a lot clearer to lay out. But water-wise, we're going to be right here. That's where our water line is going to be. It's going to be black, then your orange. So we've actually got this. So if you find your water, place a block, and just go down by 2 extra. So you have 1, 2, 3 blocks if it's there, and then you just leave that block. That's your starting block. So there's the top of the water. So yeah, hopefully that makes kind of sense. Now this is going to be a layer by layer tutorial, as most of mine are, but because it's on small, I'm actually going to be doing it on both sides with you guys. So I don't really need to explain the normal way of doing it, but if you find a free space, grab some dark oak wood planks, or if you haven't got those, spruce will do. Put down 2 blocks, then go 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then have, or move inwards and have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. And I'll do the same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then fill in this bottom piece here, just like that. Now you're going to grab some dark oak wood slabs, just place those in these gaps at the beginning, at the front. Also use this ship in the background as a reference point. And also one here and one here. You're then going to leave a 3 block gap, 1, 2, 3. We're going to have 2 pieces of spruce wood this time, or a different type of wood. Oak would do if you haven't got the dark oak, for example. But that is it for layer number 1. Okay, and now for layer number 2. Come to the front, and what you're going to do is you're going to go forwards by 2 blocks off this slab. So go, you got 2 there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have a 2, 1, 2, then an 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then move inwards and have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, like that. So if we do the same on the other side, so you've got your 2, then 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then you have 3 blocks here, 1, 2, 3, and then join across like that. You notice there's a couple gaps here. We're just going to place a block in here like that. You could, if you wanted to, put in slabs, but there's no point because of the size of this one. And I'll kind of show you where I actually mean, I guess, or here. There you go. You can kind of see it on this one here. There's not really that much space that you'd actually be able to get out of it, and you won't be able to use it because the next floor for the actual cabin is above this, so there's not really much point doing that, but you can if you really, really wanted to. Then what you need to do is you just come to the front, grab a stair, and just plonk a stair right on the front, just on that front piece there. So it's got quite a long kind of front bit here. Then we use spruce wood slabs, just build up this with 2 blocks, and that's all you need to do for layer number 2. Okay, and now for layer number 3, so come to the front, and you're going to place a block directly on top of the last one, and also one behind it. It's a little bit weird, but that's where we're going to be starting. It's because these were added later, if that makes sense. They're like extra little detail blocks. So we've got 2 of them just on top of those ones there. Then we're going to have a 2, 1, 2, then a 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to have a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to move inwards and have a 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we're going to get that. So we do the same on the other side, so we get a 2 and a 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then move in and have a 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then join across the back here. Now we're going to need to grab spruce wood stair. So we're going to have a spruce wood stair there, and then also a block there, like that. So that'll give us the actual main bit there. If you actually grab a dark oak wood stair, we're just going to shove these in on each of these on the front. So we just got that as an extra. And on the back, just on those 2 bits here, just on those ones, none of the actual back here. So they have pretty straight backs on the actual Chinese junks, which is why it goes up quite sharply. Now another thing we can actually do for detail is we can actually put in these kind of like diamond-y pieces. Now the rudders on the actual Chinese ships are really, really heavy. And usually there's actually a rod that goes across. I've done it slightly different on this one. I'll explain why later on in that section. But usually there's a rod here that you use to steer, and it's usually really, really heavy. So what they did is they actually cut out, and they're usually diamond-shaped holes to make it easier to actually move. It doesn't get caught as much. So that's what they actually do on those. So it's not on that original design, but it is on this one from doing further research, I guess. But anyway, that's it for that layer. Let's get on to layer number 4. Okay, and now for layer number 4. If you come to the front, we're going to place 2 directly on top, like we did last time. So one on top of the stair, and then also one right there. We're then going to have 1, then 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Like that. Then we're going to go in and we're going to have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, this is going to go straight across the back. So actually, if we do it on the other side first, just to make sure we don't mess up. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Join across the back, and that will just cover up that little bit there. You can see where the rudder actually connects into the back piece, which is quite nice on this one, I think. Now, the next thing we're going to do is grab stairs again. And yeah, again, just shove these on each of these at the front, just to add in a little bit more shape with that one. And at the back, we're going to have stairs here, and a stair here. And then if you grab your slabs, we're going to have 3 slabs right on the back piece here. So it starts to raise up just a little bit. So this is actually where your waterline should be down here, so you should be able to just see at the top of this, and you can see how that kind of looks like it's above it, and you can see the kind of shaping that I've done on this bit. But that's all we're going to have for layer number 4. Okay, and now for layer number 5. So come to the front, place 2 on top yet again. This time it's actually not going to have anything on the front. You can see it kind of flattens out now, as the actual Chinese junks do. We're then going to have a 1, then 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then what we're going to do is going to have a 2. And now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to acacia planks. Now, I still recommend using acacia even in default as well. We don't use them enough in like ships and things, so it's quite nice to actually get it different. You can see what it looks like in the kind of orangey colour in Conquest. It actually looks fine. We're going to have 9 of these just attached on the back. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then switch back over to your dark oak planks, and we're going to have 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to move inwards, and we're going to have 2, 1, 2, like that. So if we do the same on the other side, the 1, then 1, 2, 3, then 2, 1, 2. You're going to have your 9 acacia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you're going to have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2. And then across the back, we're actually just going to go straight across. So like I said, they have quite straight backs. They kind of angle backwards a little bit. Now what we're going to do to this is we're just going to cut out every other one. So leave the blocks on the side and just put in slabs. Just like that. And same on the other side as well. Just put your slabs like this. There we go. So then we get that. Now if you grab your trapdoor, we're just going to put trapdoors on each of these. And the same on the other side. Like that. So we've got the trapdoors on those. That gives us a little bit of detail. Now if you grab your stairs again, we're going to put stairs on the front. But not right on the front. Not on this nose, so we're not going to do that. Because that doesn't look very oriental at all, like not very like a Chinese junk. But these ones we do, so the rest of them, except for the front, and that gives a kind of like blunted front, which is what they actually look like. And then at the back, we're just going to have a stair here and a stair here, but none at the actual back. And you can kind of see the shape that we've gone for here, kind of rounded it using those slabs earlier on. So let's get on to the next bit. Okay, now for layer number 6. So come to the front, just place 1 directly on top. Then you can have another 1. Now what you're going to do is you're going to switch to acacia stairs, and I actually haven't got any. That's good, isn't it? There we go. If I grab acacia stairs, so you're going to need an acacia stair right here on top of that last layer there. Then we're going to have 2 slabs. That's acacia slabs. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have 12 acacia slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then you're going to have an acacia stair going the other way. Now switch over to your dark oakwood planks, and we're going to have 5 of these on the back of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then just 1 here, like that. So we do the same on the other side. There's a little bit different on the back, so we'll just do that in a sec. So we get the stair, 2 slabs, not blocks, 2 slabs, 12 slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we've got a stair going this way, then 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1 block there. Now what we're going to do on this one, got to remember which order it is. It's upside down, normal, yeah. So right here we're going to have upside down, normal stair, upside down. So you got 2 upside down stairs and a normal one. It makes a really interesting pattern on the back, which is why we've done that. The only other thing we need to do now for this bit is grab a ladder, put a ladder there, leave a block, put another ladder. So there, put a ladder, leave a block, put a ladder, and that is it so far. So let's go on to the next bit. I think actually we could, really quickly, we'll just do this because that is stupidly simple. Let's just put a stair on there, and then put a slab there, and then put a slab there, I like to cover these up, as you guys have probably noticed from other tutorials. So what we'll do now is, instead of doing layers, we'll do this back bit. It's a pretty easy raised up bit, so probably do that in layers, do all the details on that bit. And then we'll start building the cabin area here so we can get these stairs sorted. And also then put in, obviously, the deck we need to put in. Put in the minor details. I like to kind of show you guys, obviously there isn't any steps here, but I'll trying to set it out the way that I've set it out, so then you can just fill it with your stuff depending on your texture pack. But yeah, let's get on to that now. Okay, and for the back bit, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at this while doing it, just to make it a little bit easier. But we're going to have 3 slabs here, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to have a stair. Then we're going to have a block, 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 like that. So 3 slabs, 1, 2, 3, stair, and we go block, 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 like that. Now, if we grab our stairs, what we're going to do is going to wrap one out, or put one around that side, then just join it across there, and it'll make this cool little shape in there with the stairs. So it doesn't actually interfere with the interior at all, but it looks quite nice, I think. Right, now next, we'll have to look at this. We're going to have a ladder on this side. It's on that block, like that. I think the fence gate's going inwards, isn't it? Yeah, so what you need to do is you need to put a block down here, put a fence gate and punch it. There we go, put a fence gate, and then punch it in like that. Now, the reason that I've actually done that is it's to symbolise where you could actually hold nets onto the actual ship. So you could actually hold nets or clip them on that section, just to make it a little bit more interesting. So we can have a button there, and probably a button there as well. I don't know if I did one on the back. I actually didn't do one on the back, okay. So we can actually leave that one. We'll just do it on the side, maybe. You could put it on the back if you wanted to, but I think it's because there's extra detail. So what I'm now going to do is I'm just going to clear my inventory, and we're going to grab some more. I don't know why I just cleared it, but what we're going to need is all your acacia blocks. You're going to need a pressure plate and an anvil. So if you just grab those, it's nice and simple back, I think. Yeah, just a couple of slabs on the back. So we're going to have slab here, then a stair, then a block. So there we go, got those, like that. Right on the bottom, we're going to have 2 slabs on these pieces, and then we're going to have an anvil right in the middle. And then across this, we're just going to have 3 slabs, 1, 2, 3, like that. Then put your pressure plates on top of these. Now you can notice that I've got a slightly different pressure plate. That's actually a meta pressure plate. If I actually stand on it, it will reset, or should reset, I think. Yeah, there you go, you can see it. So then resets, which is a bit of a nightmare. Also, I just realised about the trapdoors. It doesn't matter. And then you can put your trapdoors on these sides as well, like that. And that is it for the back. So what we're going to be doing next, or what we can actually do probably now, is actually set this up here. So 1, 2 there, and we've got some down here. And it's just got a really simple little thing going across there. So that's pretty easy. Let's put that in. I think these are just planks, aren't they? Yeah. So right on that dark one there. Okay. So what we're going to do, grab your spruce wood stairs, or you could use dark oak. We're going to have a stair there and a stair there. So a stair there and there, because the main floor is going to be down here. It's actually, if you've done my other tutorial for the catch, which is very similar, it's actually a little bit different, but this one's got these holes in here, so you could throw nets through those holes, I guess. I'm not really too sure. But also let water run off quite easily. So we've got the stair there and stair there. They're going to have blocks on each side, and then we're going to have another block there. Put an upside down stair in this bit. I'm also going to need to go down one more. And right on this side, we're going to have a stair there and a stair there, like that. And then there was blocks down here, wasn't there? There's a block there. And then that's where your door's going to be, so we can actually put in a block. I'm going to take that out just in case we need that space. And then this will give you the room. So if you just fill this floor up, maybe with the spruce or some other type of block, and also we can fill these in if you want to, or you can leave those open if you wanted to, for example, because there isn't really anything to do here, except for when you have the floor block. You can actually use that for small chests, maybe, but this will give you the actual space for it, if that makes any sense. Then what we're going to do is you're going to have, it's going to be a little bit difficult to show you, there we go. So if you put a block down there, put an upside down stair, put an upside down stair, and then just join that across with an acacia wood slab. So there we go, that will give us this nice little doorway here, and I think I forgot to put in the actual door. What we're also going to do is just do this back piece, and it just raises up by 2 at the end. There we go, so we're going to put in the floor for this bit. So first thing we'll do, shove in your door. I'll shove it in backwards just because with that stair it makes it look really, really like deep. It gives it a lot of depth. So we're going to have this here, just put in your floor. So this is dark wood, or dark oak wood planks, or not planks but slabs. And then at the end we're going to go up, this last one's going to be raised up, And then the next one's going to be raised, well, it's going to be down by 1 slab, and then it goes down to normal. There we go, like that. So you get this block, and it goes up, and it goes up. That's pretty cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'll just have a quick look over here, see if there's anything else we can get. Now this one just seems to raise right at the end. It does, so that's fine. So if you grab your slabs here, and we're just going to fill in this bottom. Right, this bit here. We can go all the way across. And what I'll do here as well is you'll see that little gap that we had on the other one, which I think is really cool. I don't really want to get rid of that. So there we go. That goes as this bit. So we just fill this in. That'll give us the actual proper deck. There we go. So that goes to the deck. And if we just go to the front. Now this one here, we had that one going up to the slab. So that's just got a slab there. They can just step up to, I believe. I don't think it goes up any higher than that. Nope, that's it. So that's all we need to do. Pretty easy, really. We might as well put this in. So we've got some oak. I think of my other one, I use spruce maybe. Where we just got from here 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we got this, so we got 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we grab another slab like this one, I'm just going to go from here 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then cut out underneath here as well. Like that. And also these slabs that are underneath this oak wood, might as well cut those out. Put those trapdoors in, so that gives you the actual access to the hold. We'll have a mast there, and then there's actually going to be a step down there, but this will at least show you the actual size of the hold. It's pretty good. And of course you can cover up all of this pieces here, or these pieces. And maybe even put in some shelves there, or something, bookcases, I don't know, whatever you want to do. So that will give you that bit, and then you've actually got the actual shape for, or size for the actual cabin, which is also pretty good sized, I think. So overall, it's a pretty nice sized ship. I like it anyway. I like the size of it. It's nice and neat. It's not too big and it's not too small either. So you can actually put in some detail. So that's given us all of those bits. The last bit we can actually put in is going to be the actual wheel. So we'll grab a couple of blocks. Now you'll notice that there's a rope block in Conquest. Just use a normal log if you haven't got that. I'm also going to have a look at how the mechanism actually works, because I like to connect things up. So quite messily. It's very messy, but and it doesn't really connect in, but that's fine. Right, well, so have a look at this. So that one is in that position right there. Cool. So where we've got these 2 slabs going down, we're just going to cut this one out and put in a block. We're going to have a cobblestone wall. Now you'll notice that this one's a wooden one. It's one of the metadatas in Conquest texture pack. If you don't have it, just use fence or cobblestone wall. You know, it's fine. Then on the front, we're going to have a trapdoor. You're going to use the levers on each of these sides. There we go, and knock those around, like that. And on the back, shove a button. And that's all you're going to do for the wheel. Now you could use the BIOM specific version for the wheel in Conquest if you want to, but you don't have to. Then you can see that this block's sticking out. I always use a different block for this, just so that it shows it. But right here, we're just going to put those blocks down, cut out this one right here, and we can either leave that there and just join it in like that, or you can actually put in a block. It's up to you, depending on what you want to do. Then you'll see that on this side here, so there you go, you can see it there. Now the water line being down there, you could actually put in, what I'm going to do on mine is I'm actually just going to put in that cobblestone wall. It might let in a tiny bit of light, maybe. No, it doesn't at all, but, but at least we've done that. It's because of the slabs there. But that then looks like it's kind of connected in. It's not the traditional way. The way that they would actually do them on the Asian ships, and the way that why I haven't done it, they would usually have basically this would be connected to a big stick or log. That would actually probably be up to about here, and then they'd actually be able to push this to make it go that way, and push it to go that way. The reason I've done a wheel is just because of the amount of space that takes up. It would pretty much make this cabin useless. You know, if I had to make this go all the way to here, for example, you can see what I mean. It then gets all the way, you know, it gets in the way, and you can't really do a proper interior for it. Like I've done on mine here, you know, you just wouldn't be able to fit this in nice and neatly and put in that extra bit of detail. So that's why I've actually done it with a wheel rather than the actual stick, the traditional stick type way. But that is it for the main kind of body of it. Now on to the really difficult bit. If you've done a ketch, if you've done my ketch, you will notice the sail. This sail is the same. If you've done my cat rig, this sail is actually the same. I used a kind of standard for these because they were so difficult, and I thought it might be easier for tutorialing and things, which it turns out it isn't really. But gonna build this one, then we'll build the big one. So let's get on to it. Okay, and now for the first sail, the small one. So if you haven't done these before, they're really difficult. They just are. Now in Conquest we've actually got rope blocks, which is what I'm going to be using. If you don't have that, instead you should use something, for example, like oak wood. So then you actually offset that with a different colour, and it gives a nice striping effect, but also it's going to be where I'm actually going to be showing you where they're called battens, where the actual battens go. It'll be a nice marker for you, so you can see these like connected onto there. It's like they're tied in. So I actually use them for that purpose. So I do recommend doing that. So change that like that to the light oak wood. So I'll be just doing this a little bit weird. But first thing we're going to do is just cut down a hole. So where are we actually going to be? Not there, weirdly. Come to the front. Where you've got these two slabs here, just go across to the middle, cut out a hole there. Right in here, we're going to just put down some of the dark oak wood like that until we just get to this bit. That will just... We're able to actually see it. I haven't got way down yet. But that just actually fits in here. It's quite nice because it's right at the front, so I've tried to make it quite neat. But it also looks in the right place as well, so that's more important. But what we're going to do is we're going to have rope or oak wood. You know, let's change that for oak. So if I just say rope or dark is all I'm going to be saying, basically. We go rope, dark, rope, dark, rope, rope, dark, dark, rope. And then I'm going to have to check this. So it's rope, dark, rope, dark, rope, rope, dark, dark, rope. And then we're going to have 3 lots of dark. 1, 2, 3. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a cobblestone wall or 2 lots of fence. So I've got cobblestone wall then fence, but you can have 2 lots of fence depending on if you've got this one as like an extra in the pack. If you've got Conquest, then you will do. I think there's another couple texture packs that actually have extras. But there you go. That'll give you that. Now what we're going to do... Sorry guys, I had to cough. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start working on this. So this is where we're going to actually start, and it's going to take me a little bit of time. Now, with this one, the actual sails are pushing, as you can see, pushing this way, which is the usual direction I actually do with my ships. I don't know why, but I always do. But that's the direction. So if you want to do it the other way, just do almost the opposite of what I'm actually doing. You know, where you start is where you're going to do it the opposite. So, I've already lost my starting point, but there we go. Grab your dark oak slabs. And this one's just going to go up in slabs, but we're going to just have slab, slab, slab. So we've got three of them there. 1, 2, 3. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go out. So we're going to move outwards. And we're going to do 3 slabs. 1, 2, and 3. Like that. So yeah, you can see this moves out by 1 block. And then we're going to do the exact same. 1, 2, 3. 3. There we go. Have to put that one back. There we go, like that. So you get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pretty easy. Now the next bit I think is exactly the same, isn't it? But it's 3, 2, 4 this time, and it's starting on that one there. So the first thing actually before we do that, we are going to just mirror it on the other side because it's exactly the same on the other side. So put down this, and one way you can actually do it is if you just grab a random piece of wool, shove it onto them like this, and then we can just use that as like a base to there we go. As long as you go up correctly, not like I'm doing, that'll give you the actual shape really quickly. So it's just a copy there, as you can see, with just like 1 block gap basically between them. So the next one, and again we're going to be here, then down, and across there. So we've got 1, 2, 3. The next one we're going to go move out and just have 2 of them stepping up. So you've got 1, 2. Then we're going to step up and again, out and again. I'm actually going to have to check this, aren't I? Let's have a look. So we've got 3 of them there, 2, and then 4. Yeah, so it's right. There we go. And then we're going to move out again, and we're going to have 4. So we're going to go 1. Oh, I'm going to have to destroy about 1,000,000 blocks for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Just put that in. So you can kind of see where that actually fits. So you got there. Just move out. And you can see which kind of sections we move out, and that's again just moving up in slabs. So we'll do the same on the other side. This one down here, like that. 1, 2, 3. And again, I'm going to use this technique. Just of shoving these on the side. And then putting these. There we go, like that. And then take these out. There we go. So that gives us those ones. So then that's at an angle. The next one 322. And you might be like, why the hell am I doing it that way? But this one's going to be on the front of that one. Okay, so what we're going to do, this one right here, we're just going to move forwards on, like that. Go 1, 2, and then 3. So this is just moving up in stairs. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to move to the side. I'm just going to go 1, 2. So it just moves up to the side. And then we're going to have another move to the side and 2. So 1 and 2, like that. Oh, there we go. 2. So we got 3, 2, 2 this time. And the same on the other side as well. 1, 2, and you got your 3 there. Then we can do this 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will just match it all up really quickly instead. There we go. And of course it's going to rain because it has to, and it always does in these tutorials. I don't think I've gone for a single ship tutorial without it raining. That's a nightmare. I wish they had a game rule to actually turn it off, and one day they will. This one we're going to go 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, slab. It's a bit weird. And that's just lower than that one there. So what we'll do is grab your stair, and we're going to go here, 1, 1, and then we're going to have, if you place a block on top of that one, do an upside down stair, and then have a stair going this way. I'll have to check the actual, where it's done. Yep, so that goes there, and then go 1, 1, 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move over sideways. We're going to just have stair, stair, and then a slab over the top of this. So it's a bit weird. But that's where that one goes. And that one's, that's the only one for that one. You don't do that one on the other side, as you can see. Just because of the way that the actual sail works its way out. So there you go. So you get 1, well, stair, stair, and this up bit, and then get those. If you do get stuck, I have explained this one in the cat rig tutorial for the Chinese ship. It's actually the same, exact same sail, as well as the ketch as well uses this one. I think probably some of my other ones will whenever I get around to tutorialing. But if you grab some red wool, because sails in China are usually red, because red is a very lucky colour. And we're just going to make a little framework here and put that on top. And all we're going to do is just bring these blocks up from, well, especially with the smaller one, just from down here, really. The only real rule I have for this is, I'll show you in a second, that you don't go on top of those, but you also don't show it from underneath. So you'd instead start there. Notice that this has now changed it a little bit. Now we're going to knock that one back, maybe. No, we're not. We're going to leave that one in. Okay, we'll leave that one in. And there we go. We can have those going up as well. So you see that the way that the actual sail's done, it does make it a little bit more random. It doesn't make it perfect, which is good. So we don't want it to be perfect. We want it to be a little bit random. There we go. Put that in. And behind this as well. Just put in a couple of blocks there. And also down here. Not there. There we go. Put that in like that. So that should give us like a kind of rough mould. You know, just quite simple. Now, this one I'd actually rounded off here. So knock those two down. So you might as well do that as well. And what we want to do is we want to make it look like the wind is blowing. So with these ones, the wind actually catches between these two rods. It's really weird to explain. So we're actually going to just put in like a couple of those like that. As well as like one here and maybe even one there. But then have it pushed back. I think actually this one down here needs to be back. We could even push that back again, but I think maybe leave it like that. Okay, so it seems that my audio actually died for this entire section, which was a 24-minute section. Luckily, because I've got this exact sail on another tutorial and I still have the footage for it, I'm going to be using that footage for it. It should just save it, and it will save me going through and the audio not dying. All you need to do is you need to know where the actual position of this one is. So basically where you've got this here. So on the actual ketch, the sail, which is the actual footage I'm going to be using, the sail's actually on the front. So this big one we're actually going to be having right here. So where we've actually got the 5, here it's just on the back towards the actual back cabin. All you really need to do then is just put down some ladder going onto that. And pretty much going some ladder onto the front of it as well. But that's how you would actually connect that on. What I'll actually do after that kind of section, which I'll show after this part of the video, is I'll actually show you how to do this front part. But it's annoying as hell, and it's shadow play for trying to force an update while I'm recording, and then killing the audio without telling me. So, sorry about that, guys, but hopefully you'll be able to follow that part. It is exactly 100% the same section, it's just that it'll be a little bit. It'll be on a different ship on the front of one of these instead of the back. So after that section, I'll show you guys how to do this bit. And then we're going to grab our dark oak wood planks, or logs even, and just build that one up right there. And we can also cut out this as well, and we'll do that in a second. But we just want it to go to there, I think, anyway. Let's have a double check anyway. Yep. So just get it to there, where it's just one basically slab down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the rope log thing. So again, you know, switch with your dark oak and your oak wood, or you can use the kind of rope log if you've got this one. I'm going to be using the rope log as mentioned before. So anyway, what we're going to do is going to have rope, log, 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 rope, log, rope, rope, log, rope, log, rope. Then we're going to have 7 logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to have a cobblestone wall and then a fence, or 2 fences, depending on how you've got it. But you can see how much bigger that mast is and how much more of a pain it's going to be. But what we'll do quickly is we're going to grab just a couple of little bits. We're going to grab a trapdoor. And we're going to grab a ladder. We're going to grab a spruce wood plank. And also we're going to grab kind of cobblestone wall or fence. Either is fine. Oh God, I'm burping at the minute. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a trapdoor right here. And then we're going to have the ladder going down. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. You've got a ladder going into here. And it is a little bit of a pain, but you can get up it in survival. It's just that those are always going to be a pain. But you basically look upwards or look up. You have to look around. It's pretty weird. I don't know how they work. But we've got that in there. We also need to put a log or a ladder up here if we can. So you can actually have that going to the top. So again, if you're in survival and you decide to build this, which I think to build these sails would be nuts, but you can at least then jump up a little bit of it. Because I know you guys love doing that kind of stuff. Or even do some parkour-y type stuff to get to the top. Maybe have a chest up here or something. For no apparent reason, but you could do it. So anyway, that's what we've got there. We've also got this bit here, and I'm getting distracted now. Now, what I did over here on this side, because this doesn't really look supported, we've got a support, in a way, we've got a support beam here. But we don't really have one on the other side, so if we just put in a spruce wood plank, just to make it different, and then just put in a cobblestone wool, that at least supports it in this middle bit, and it actually looks a little bit more like that could actually be held up, which is quite good. Now, you also notice, for you historical people, yes, these are usually actually sectioned off. Chinese ships are generally like sectioned off into these little sections, and then you'll be able to get these tiny, tiny doors. They're really, really small doors or hatches that go between each of them, and it means that if it gets flooded, then you have all these different compartments. You could, if you want to, build it that way and actually compartmentalize it out. You know, you could have like 2 here, a section of 3, a section of 3, a section of 3 here. So that could work if you wanted to, and I would advise using like something like spruce wood instead of the dark oak, just to make it a little bit different. The reason I haven't done it on mine is just because it kills your detail a little bit. So if you're using something like Conquest, you know, you're not going to be able to get in the level of detail because it's going to be really compartmentalized. You're going to lose quite a lot of blocks, and you won't be able to, you know, separate like, you know, your foods on here, having the open barrels and things here. Maybe we've got some little bits of grain, little bits, you know, all of this kind of stuff would kind of disappear. But you can compartmentalize it like traditional ships, and especially the modern, still the sailing junks that are being built today. So there you go, little historical fact for you guys, and also why I haven't done that, which is a bit like unlike me. But yeah, right, let's get on to this bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is something really difficult. Now, I've just been kind of trying to deconstruct this for a little while. I'm going to need to refer to this quite a lot, so please, please, please be patient with this section. If you're tired, take a break, good damn it. But yeah, it's really difficult because it's not kind of standard. It's very shaped, I guess. It's not like the other one, which if you found difficulty with the other one, you'll struggle with this one. But I'm going to try and take my time and, well, just be a little bit slow with this one. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're actually just going to start down on a slab. So you got your rope log. We're just going to have a slab down on the front. Then we're going to have a 2, 1, 2. There's going to be 2 going this way. Then we're going to raise up by 1 slab. Okay. So we've got that. That's our little first section. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a 2. So you're going to raise up. We're going to have 2 here. It's going to go out this time. So you go 1, 2, like that. And then I need to already have a look. There you go. So we've got 2. Then we've got 3 going across this way, but it's, yeah. So we've got the 2 there, and already I'm going to have to, yeah, I am actually going to have to fly over there. So you can see how difficult this is. So it's 1, 2, 1. We've got 2, 3 going on that level, but it's also moving out with 1 and then 2. So there we go. So we've got this next one will be just raised up by 1 there. So we've just got 1 slab there. Then on that same level, we're going to have a 2. Okay, so that's the important bit. On the same level, we are going to have that 2, I guess, there. So now if we fly back over, so we go, that was that bit. We're then going to have 1. Then this, oh, it's just stupid. So, already, again, this is 1, 1 off this one. So we're going to go 1, 1. There you go. So you just get 1, 1 on that same level. Then it goes out again with a 1. Right, so how are we going to explain this? What you should see from the top. Let's do it that way. And don't worry, the other ones aren't as bad as this. The next one is actually pretty easy. It's just this one is like a halfway, because I wanted to get the spacing correct and to make it look right. And in doing so, I've made it really difficult. But we got, if you're looking at it sideways, kind of going outwards, and if we just switch the weather back, because it's a nightmare. We've got 4, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so you go 4, 3, 4, 1. But on the side, now this is moving up on like a vertical with the slabs. You got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. And I believe that's right. And it's not. It's 1, 1, 2 here, or 1, 2. So I actually need to lower this one down by 1 slab. So you can see how even I'm having to check. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that sounds a little bit better. So there we go. That's what we'll get. Now I'm going to have to fly over here again and check. So I got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. And that actually is the same on the other side. So what we're going to do before we do anything else is just do that on the other side. So we've got this. And all you need to do is just, actually, what did we do last time? We put in a piece of wool, didn't we? And that seemed to work quite nicely. So if we just shove some wool in there, that at least allows us to do this. And then match that on the other side. Like that. So then we can get rid of those. And that will give us at least the matched kind of side of it. So the next one is here. So that one should be a lot easier like we did with this one. It's just diagonal, so we just need to find the starting one, and it's just 1 lower than the next lot. So if we go to the rope, if we just go down 1 slab here, we're just going to go 1, 2, and this is just going up in slabs this time. So 1, 2, 3, and then we've got 4. So that's all on that same level. Then we're going to move out, and we're going to have 2. So 1, yeah, typical, 1, 2. And then we're going to have 3. 1, 2, and then 3. And then we're going to have another 3. 1. Is that right? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Get there in a bit. So there we go. So what we've got is we've just got slabs going up directionally. And from the side, we've got 4, 2, or from the top even, 4, 2, 3, 3. So hopefully that makes sense. Now this one is, again, a little bit different. This one I'm going to have a look at. So it's stair, stair, stair. Then you've got a slab on that same level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one section by section, I think, because it is... This one's completely and utterly random. So we've got stair, 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 and then a slab moving out. So there we go. Right, and I'm going to have another look. So it's right next to that one there. Okay. So if we grab our stair, just move outwards onto this bit. So we're on top of that one. We go stair, stair, stair. And I'm going to move out, but if we have a slab here on the back and then move out like that, we'll get that one there. So there we go. That gives us the stair, 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 slab there. Then we're going to go stair, stair, and a slab moves out. So there we go. So on this same level, so we're going to have right here, stair, stair. Oh, not like that. So on that level, slab, stair, stair. But we put in that slab earlier, so we've just got stair, stair, and then we're going to have a slab again on that level, just moving out like that. They're going to have stair, stair, and a slab on the back, and then a stair going out. So there we go. Stair, 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 and then a slab on the back of this one this time. And then we got a stair moving outwards. So we'll have an actual stair here, like that. Yeah, that's it. I knew you guys were going to hate me for this one. So we got stair, stair, stair. Slab that's moved outwards, but it's on the same top level as that one. Then we got a stair, stair. Again, a slab that's moved outwards. Start on that top bit. Stair, stair. Slab on the back this time. And then we're going to move outward the stair. So in terms of the actual blocks, you got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, and then a 1. Now, one thing that I've just remembered that we've forgotten about is to put on the other side as well, which I am guessing should be the other exactly the same. Whoops, I didn't mean to paste that. So we've got 4, 2, 3, 3, and then 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Oh, there's an extra one there. Okay, so on the other side it's a little bit different for the top bit, but the other one is actually fine. So I'll just go through that now. So we've got this one here. So all the slab ones that we missed out last time are going to be just moving upwards and just following this line that we've just created. There you go, you can see that now. How that works in. And this one, if we just put in blocks right next to each of these blocks, again, because there's only one bit that's different. So then we're just going to match this. So stair, stair, stair. I did look then. Then we got a slab moved on the inside. Then we got stair, stair. A slab there. Stair, stair, slab there, and then this time what I've done is I've actually had that there, which is now confusing me a little bit. But I think that one's just moved outwards, or it could be on top, in fact. And I think it actually probably should be on top, so we're going to actually move that one over to be on top instead of it sticking out, I think, because that looks better. There we go, and that actually makes it even. So maybe I did it wrong on one of them, or on that one there. Which means my schooner as well will be out. There we go, we've got those two. So we've only got another 2 left. This one luckily is just stairs. So on the next one, just got 3, 3, 3. So we can do that really, really quickly. So where's that one located? It's on that one there, on the front of it. So there we go. If you grab your stair, just find the next one here. Just go forwards. We're going to go stair, stair, stair. Then we're going to move outwards and do stair, stair. Got that. Stair. So we've got stair, 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 and then another set of stairs. So go stair, 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 like that. So that's all it is. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it's just going straight up with stairs. So that one's a little bit easy. It's just these bottom bits that are a nightmare. And it gets worse if you start to do my bigger ships of these. So yes, it does get worse. There we go. If we just put these in. Then build these on the sides. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. I got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like that. Now the next one, we've got stair, block, stair, block, stair, stair. So that's not too bad actually. So stair, double. So we go to this one again, go forwards of that one. So we've got stair. Then we're going to have an upside down this way. And then normal one up. Then we're just going to have a stair. Stair like that. Now, I think this is almost straight, except for the last two. We've got a stair, double, and then 2 stairs. So we go stair. Then we have that double piece, so we're going to need to have an upside down here. Like that. Then that one there. Now we're going to move outwards. We have a stair. And a stair. There we go. Oh my god, it is so stupidly complicated. This was, it was in my nightmare when I was actually trying to figure out this design for all of these sails. So if we do the same on the other side then, so we got the upside down here, that way, we got that one, that way there, there, and I've just got stairs on these bits so we can just put that in there. Okay. So, we're almost there, guys. We are really almost there. I'm so sorry that this is so complicated. There is honestly no other way of doing it simply, I don't think. I think this is kind of what we got to make this kind of sail. Now, like we did on the back one, we're just going to join these up straight. And, again, you don't want to see them on the bottom, so I'm just going to take that one off. I'm just going to bring this up. And we'll actually see in a bit. Actually, that's a little bit different. So this one is going to be slightly different. I'll I'll see what I kind of come up with, but just bring these up as much as you almost can. There you go. So you can see that one actually changes and goes outwards. So I'm actually going to just pull those out, and it doesn't matter. Remember, with sails, they are organic type things, so don't worry about it being like kind of off. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring that one out there. And there we go. And that will go. This one will actually go behind now. So it's actually going to go behind to there, maybe. Actually bring that one out, and then we have that there. So this is a bit more of an organic one because it's bigger. So there we go. So we're using that as a kind of like a base, and then obviously we'll connect it across here as well. And I'm not actually going to look at the other one, not that much, because I don't want to do the same. I want to do something a little bit different. There we go. So that one will then move to this one. I'll leave it there. So I'm just doing this section first, and like I said, we'll do that one in a bit. There we go. So that goes to there. Then maybe this one will go to there instead, or this one can actually go straight up, I believe, because it's closer to that bit. And yeah, I will start to bring that one up, and then this one will be a little bit more like the other one that we had down there. So there we go. And again, this is something, sails and these Chinese ones are really, really weird. They're really weird, and there isn't really a technique for it yet. I haven't figured one out. And I don't know what I just deleted. Did I just delete a block? No, I just took out one of these, I think. There we go. So pushing that one. Keep that one there. Choose that. No, that's fine. Now keep those there and put one down there. Okay, so that's given us that. We're then just going to bring these up as much as we can, really, on this next section. This is where we want to start rounding it. Now I'll probably want to knock that one back. Actually round it there. Get that in. Now I'll just have that go to... Now I've got mine one block short. And I've actually pulled it over as well, I think. So I've actually pulled that over a little bit. So there we go, pull that in. And again, hopefully this helps. I don't know if it does help me doing it with you guys. I know that some people it does because they are natural, but all I'm doing is just trying to figure out the spaces, and I'll shape it later on more than anything else. That'll be the main bit I do later. So yes, we got this. Don't like that. Or unless we do like that and then round it there. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So you can see that this one's really straight. That'll change in a bit. I'm going to knock that one behind there. And have that going in behind there as well. Okay. So you might have something like this, maybe. And I think we need to bring this one up to there. So you got like it rounded there, and we got it rounded like back. And it's just, if you guys want to definitely copy this, we've got one there, one there, 2, or 4 in total blocks, and it just goes down. I think my other sail might be higher. So again, I think I haven't done something different. This is actually the same. It's just that I've knocked that one down a little bit, which again is completely fine. It's organic. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock this one back here, maybe even that one back. I'm going to push this one, these two forwards. I'm going to push that one forwards. Also, I'm actually going to push that one back and put that one in there. So that's like it's catching a bit of the wind there. And same with this one. And same with that one. And maybe even down here as well. So it doesn't look that detailed, really. We could even... Yeah, we could actually knock that one back. And I did put on a weird little squiggle here. I don't really know about it. I don't really like the squiggle. I think that looks alright. That actually looks alright. So all you've got to do is try and shape it a little bit. Okay, so once we've actually done that, what we're going to do is come to the front and we're going to grab our fence and go 1, 2, 3, and then on the back 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Just like that, just connecting it in. And on this one, what we're going to do, I think it's just diagonal from there. So what we're going to do is going to attach one here. Let's go up and then back, up, back, up, back, up, back. And basically do this until we hit into the top bit right here. And I think what I did on this one is I just did it that way instead. so that it looks a little bit smaller, but that is it for the tutorial. So we're just going to go and have a look at the interior. Hopefully you guys didn't get stuck on that weird edit part that I had to do just to save myself, you know, a million years in editing land or recording land and both. But yep, let's get on to the kind of interior walkthroughs just so I can show you guys what I've done in the Conquest specific stuff, if I can speak properly. Okay, so for the final kind of like walkthrough, I guess, of what I've done with the Conquest texture pack with Optifine and 1.7. Yeah, loads of little bits, but that's what you'll need to get it, just Optifine. And it needs to be in 1.7 because metadatas aren't existing in 1.8. So you can see that I've used the redwood using the birch forest, as you can see, biomes, compared to the ocean, which will make it orange if it's normal like we did in the tutorial. But it makes it red. It's really nice. What else do we actually have? There's the actual wheel texture. We've also got, obviously, loads of nets around, a couple of like barrels, some papers. There's actually smoke coming out of the furnace that I've got downstairs in the cabin, and that actually wraps around the mast. I thought that was really cool, because by the time it gets there, it's then gone. So it kind of like evaporates by then, really. There's too much smoke, but, well, unless it's cooking up something really nasty. But yeah, we've got that. On deck, lots and lots of nets. So this is mainly a fishing one, but also does a little bit of merchant. And, you know, you can actually go to the front, which I quite like, this little view of the front. I think it's quite cool. But yeah, pretty simple. If we jump into the hold, also got the biome-specific trapdoors there. Right in the hold, let's go down. Got lots of chests and some grain, using those little bits there. Changing biomes, got some more nets, got some fish hanging up. Lots and lots of fish hanging up, including Nemos. I call them Nemos, but we've got lots and lots of stuff in here. Just typical bog standard stuff, including all water barrels, and you can see through this little gap, which I think is quite cool. There we go, so we've got that. And then in the cabin, which is the bit that I like, we've got a nice little furnace here, which of course attaches to the top, like pots and pans, and a nice little carpet. That's mainly to add colour into it and make it feel a little bit more homely. We've just got a single torch for light, a small seat where you could be able to eat down, or sit down and eat, and a small bed, and that's pretty much it. There's not really too much to it interior-wise, because it's quite a small one. But hopefully that gives you a couple of ideas. So thanks very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this tutorial, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Please do credit me for the designs as well. Just shove up a sign saying, like there, saying designed by Lord Daka, and then just put your name saying here, say built by, and shove your name in there. That'd be awesome. It helps my channel grow. My channel grows, you get more of these type of tutorials. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.